Hey everyone, I have my buddy Ryan here, and we're going to talk to you today about bulk juicing. Several of you have asked the question about juicing and have been a little bit overwhelmed by the idea of juicing every single morning, taking the veggies out and the juicer out and the cleanup afterwards, and it can get long and tedious. So one thing that Ryan does that is works really well for his lifestyle and his schedule is juicing once a week and bulk juicing, getting that out of the way, and then you have fresh juice all week long. And since Ryan has a very great just kind of engineer mind, he even came up with like a spreadsheet with how to make all this work. And so I just wanted to let you guys in on his system. And because I've actually never done bulk juicing, I've only just juiced every day, and he has it down to a science. So we're going to kind of walk you through how he does it, so I think it'll be really inspiring to you. And he is, it's awesome the way that he takes care of himself. He does a lot of athletic type of stuff, and he's found that juicing really helps him. So just tell us a little bit about like what inspired you to start juicing. And
yeah, so really over the summer, like the impetus was I was doing CrossFit, and to eat for performance, you have to have a lot of proteins, a lot of fats, but you have to have a lot of vegetables.
Yes.
And to get that, I was having to eat just tons and tons of raw vegetables.
Yeah. Green salad.
Peppers, the spinach and all this stuff, and I was just like, this is really annoying. Like, I don't have time for this. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, I bet I can just juice everything and get it taken care of, and I don't have to, cook stuff all the time and eat tons and tons of vegetables that don't really taste that great. And so yeah, I was like, yeah, let's just juice.
Perfect. So I love it. And as you can tell, Ryan's complexion is like awesome. He's got like great energy. I mean, I guess, have you noticed a difference in how you feel when you juice versus
yeah, it's my energy levels are for sure more consistent. Like I feel good all the time. I've gotten sick a couple times still, but it hasn't been any sort of big deal.
It's awesome. Yeah, see how inspiring this guy is? Wow. Okay, so what ingredients do you use when you juice?
Okay, so I use romaine lettuce, first of all, celery, cucumbers, apples. I like Gala apples personally, and lemons and ginger, and that's it. Just awesome. those 6 things.
That's great. And this is the recipe that is in my cookbook. That's the basic green juice recipe that I recommend. The lemon really cuts the green taste, and so it's more like a green lemonade. And the ginger adds a really great flavor. So if you haven't tried this recipe, it's actually really good. It's kind of like my staple go-to recipe when it comes to green juices. Because green juice can be a little bit of an acquired taste, so this really helps. So what's your basic process for juicing? I know there's a particular order in the way that you juice things.
Right, so I typically juice the apples and cucumbers, lemons and ginger first. So usually I'll do the apples and lemons and ginger first, and then the cucumbers, and then the romaine lettuce, and then the celery. But for the fruits, you'll notice if you're juicing a lot that they tend to like build up in the juicer, especially this particular type of juicer. And so every once in a while I'll throw in a leaf of romaine lettuce, and it kind of like clears things out and lets me continue throwing more fruits in there. But if you don't do that, it's a little bit stopped up, and so I just put like maybe 2 or 3 leaves of lettuce in there, and you're good to go after that. So just keep on going. And then to finish it off, I usually put the celery, because the celery it doesn't stay in the juicer well at all, or it doesn't stick at all, so it cleans things out, and I finish off with that. So perfect.
Yeah. And once you've juiced, what's your process after that? What do you put them in?
Yeah, so I have these Nalgene bottles, and I got these just from the Nalgene website. They were on sale for $6, and so I bought 7 of these, and this is where I put all my juice. So I get almost 2 gallons of juice, and I put them in all those Nalgene bottles. So I take one home and I put it in the fridge after I'm done juicing, but then I put all the rest of them in the freezer. And so after I've had that juice the next day, I'll take one out of the freezer, like after I brush my teeth at night, put it on the counter. It thaws overnight. In the morning, it's partially thawed, but there's still a little bit of like ice in there, so I just take it with me. It stays cool for most of the day, and I just drink it as I need it.
Awesome. So 32 ounces a day, and it is frozen, and then he thaws it overnight so that he just is able to kind of like let the rest of it thaw while it's cool or whatever. It has its natural way to keep it cold.
Right.
Awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also use glass jars, like the glass mason jars, but the Nalgene bottles are more convenient, especially like
Yeah, a little bit more resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you got it in your backpack, or you know,
Right.
you don't want it to
Exactly.
fall and crack in the freezer.
Right.
So that's good. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just show you guys kind of the process over here. So, take this off here. So here's what we've got. Here's our cucumber and our apples, lemons, and ginger that we juice first, and then the romaine lettuce that we've got soaking here, and the celery. And then the way we've set it up is a cold press juicer. That's what I recommend that you use, and I got this one on Amazon, and it's an Omega juicer, and I really like this one. One thing that Ryan mentioned is that he gets a whole lot more juice out of this cold press juicer than, what was it, the other one that you were using?
It was a Champion juicer.
Champion
I got
juicer.
probably about 20% more juice out of this guy than the Champion. Yeah.
So yeah, more out of this juicer, and the cold press juicer is really important if you can possibly use one of those, because the